Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2453 of What You Up To Now, documenting the journey originally as I came online from the brick and mortar corporate world of business. Decades in both simultaneously, and then I got divorced and was looking for something different to do. So I decided I was going to finally explore, after 20 years in, to explore the internet and the online business world. And then 2020 hit, the pandemic, and I realized, oh my God, that was the right way to go, because it saw me through the pandemic and after, obviously. And I still firmly believe that we need to have our feet in both worlds, the offline brick and mortar world as well as the online world, because there's things that we can do to send and have a physical presence in the world as well as having a digital presence. I think everybody ought to have a digital presence now, especially with billions of people walking around with mobile devices in their hands, little computers we couldn't even have imagined when I was growing up and when I was young. Heck, barely had televisions in our house, right? Remember when there were only 4 television stations in big metropolitan areas, and there were no reruns, there was no streaming anything. So the world's changing so rapidly and so amazingly, it is mind-boggling, and the older we are, the more challenging it is to keep up with, but also the more exciting and the more fun. So today for Supersize Your Business, we were talking about the TD strategy, which stands for talent development. And it ties into what we're talking about in the Let's Grow annual challenge today, which is different types of assessments of ourselves for our communication growth. Things like the DISC analysis. Tony Robbins has his own version of that. Myers-Briggs was the one I was originally exposed to when my dad worked in corporate America. He worked for 3M, Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing, and he brought it home for us girls, I say, my mom and my 3 sisters and I, to take and learn more about ourselves from. So he tested it out on us before he tested it out on the team he was working with at 3M at the time. So it's kind of humorous to look back on that now. But also to realize all of the great information and tools and personal development things that I was exposed to as a teenager and as a young person that a lot of people didn't get exposed to for another decade or so until it came around. And then even after that, another decade when the internet got going and got busy and things became available to everyone like they are today. Crazy. I mean, we are so inundated with information, and not even information, just attention grabbing stuff, that it's mind-boggling. It's important that we turn off our technology, and I have gotten bad about turning off my technology overall. And so I think I'm gonna have to go on a tech cleanse. Can't go on a total tech cleanse because I do videos every day, but I can go on and I went on a media cleanse in the 1980s, the mid to late 1980s. I don't remember exactly what year it was that I got the opportunity with Procter & Gamble to take Louis Tice training. It was back then. And one of the challenges was, hey, it was a week-long training, and they challenged us on day 1 to turn off the news, turn off the media, and not be distracted by things outside of ourselves during this training. And I was one of the few in that group that never turned it back on again. I wasn't a big news fan anyway, and now I'm thankful for that, because there is no news anymore. It's all reels and propaganda mode, and everywhere on all sides, lies and deception, and it's intentional. It's trying to lead us to be sheep that can't think for ourselves, and we can't discern what is true and what's not, what's good and what's evil. And so I'm really grateful that I turned it off, and I won't be turning it on anytime soon. The few times I do get sucked into the political conversation, because I have strong feelings about certain things, and if it goes against things that other people believe, it turns into just a mean mess. And I don't remember, and I'm going to go back to maybe as far as George Bush, that we had this kind of negativity. And I'm not going to blame anybody. I think that it has been a concerted effort and an intentional way of dividing the American people. And I think the media is so guilty of this. And I think that they're guilty, but they're just a tool that other people have used to manipulate. And I think that that's sad. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. So we talked about doing personal assessments and finding out more about ourselves so that we can be better communicators. That's all I've got today. Getting a cold. I'm actually drinking Emergency today so that life is good instead of my coffee. But I will get a headache soon, so I will go have my cup of coffee. If I can help you in any way with building and growing and supersizing your business, with looking at different personality assessments, with joining our annual challenge, we do one thing every day to grow. And you can join at any time. I think people get scared when they hear, oh my God, an annual challenge, I got to do something every day. Guess what? You're doing stuff every day, all the time anyway. Why not do something that is actually a gift for you every single day? That's my philosophy on annual challenges. Anybody can do a 3-day challenge. And guess what? 99% of the people that do a 3 or 5 or 10 or 30-day challenge, they're never going to do anything with it. But if you commit to yourself to doing one little thing every day, at the end of the year, you will not hardly recognize the person that you were and the person that you've become, because little things are cumulative. And when we do little positive things for ourselves and our lives in different areas, it makes a huge impact, not only on us, but the people that we interact with. So give yourself the gift of doing it. So far, it's been free. Maybe I'll charge for it next year if I do one next year. I say that about this time every year. I think, kind of tired of doing annual challenges. Do I really want to get up every day, have to do my hair and makeup no matter how bad I look? Being visually challenged, it's especially challenging for me to do these things, which actually gets me up and going and keeps me going. So I probably will commit to it again next year. That reminds me, if you have any ideas of what you would like to see or participate in as an annual challenge, please share in the comments below or just direct message me. That's it. That's all I've got today. If I can help you, ask. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. Obviously, getting to be Halloween around here, so we're getting into the Halloween spirit. Hope you are too. Have a great day.